I'm going to read you this story today. Now, this is one of my favourite stories. This story is called The Light in the Night. Betty loved the nighttime, for with the nighttime came the most magical stories. Like one about Cosmo, the bear who was afraid of the dark. Betty was just thinking how much she wished she could tell Cosmo that there was no need to be afraid. When, pop! He appeared. Cosmo, cried Betty. I'm so glad you're here. I've been wanting to make you feel better about the dark. You see, said Betty, we need the dark to see the light. And the beautiful shadows. And we need the dark to see the moon. And oh, what's this? I think it wants to show us something, said Betty, as she followed the dancing light, holding tight to Cosmo's hand. The light was twisting and turning, leading them deeper and deeper into the wood, until they arrived at a cave. Well, I certainly can't go in there, said Cosmo. Don't worry, said Betty. I'll be right beside you. Your hand in mine. We can do it together. Here's the cave. The light led them on into a cave and all the way to an inky lake, where a boat was waiting for them. But the deeper they went into the cave, the darker the cave became. Switch off all the lights. Oh, bother, whispered Cosmo. Let's turn around. But Betty knew she had to be brave. Taking in a deep breath, she turned off her lantern. And all around them appeared the most magical universe of twinkling lights. It felt like the safest place they could possibly be. When they eventually made their way out of the cave, Cosmo noticed that Betty looked worried. Betty, he asked, what's wrong? I don't know the way home, said Betty. Don't worry, Cosmo replied. I'm right here beside you, your hand in mine. We can do this together. And together they danced back through the wood, all the while singing, Our hearts shining bright, we'll light up the night. Our hearts shining bright, we'll light up the night. Back at Betty's house, they saw that their shadows were standing tall and proud. It looks like we are both much braver than what we thought, said Betty. Over a hot chocolate, they talked about how they had conquered the night. And they felt a glow inside so strong, they were sure it could light up the darkest night. When the time had come to say goodbye, Betty gave Cosmo her lantern and said, Here, so you'll always remember the light in your heart. And with a hug, he was gone. The next morning, Betty wondered if it all had been a dream. But when she opened her book, she knew that it hadn't. And that's the end of the story. And the story was about being brave. Being brave and being a good friend. And that's the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.